So once again, welcome to School Coaching Point, and this is the question in front of you, and this question was asked in CBSE Board 2018, and this question I have taken from the chapter Real Numbers. So given that root 2 is a irrational number, prove that 5 plus 3 root 2 is an irrational number. So in this case, it is given that root 2 is irrational, and we need to prove that 5 plus 3 root 2 is an irrational number. So let us assume 5 plus 3 root 2 is a rational number. So let us assume 5 plus 3 root 2 is a rational number. Therefore, there exist two co-prime positive integers. There exist two co-prime positive integers a and b. Such that 5 plus 3 root 2 is equals to a by b. b not equals to 0. So 5 plus 3 root 2 equals to a by b. So from here 3 root 2 is equals to a by b minus 5. So transposing 5 to the right hand side, it becomes minus 5. So 3 root 2 is equals to, b is the LCM, a minus 5b is equals to root 2 equals to a minus 5b divided by 3 into b. Since 3 is multiplied with root over 2, so when it moves to the right hand side, it occupies the denominator. That means a minus 5b by 3b. So root 2 equals to a minus 5b divided by 3b. Now what is the important point you should remember? Since a is a positive integer, b is a positive integer, therefore a minus 5b divided by 3b is a real number. Because a is a positive integer, b is a positive integer, that means a minus 5b is a positive integer. Similarly 3b is also a positive integer, therefore a minus 5b divided by 3b represent a rational number. Since a comma b are positive integer, therefore a minus 5b by 3b is a rational number. So a minus 5b by 3b is a rational number, therefore root 2 is rational. But in the question it is given that root 2 is irrational. That means root 2 is a rational, which contradict the fact that root 2 is irrational. So from this step we get root 2 is a rational number, but it is given that root 2 is irrational. That means we contradict the fact that root 2 is irrational. So since we are getting this step root 2 is a rational number by assuming 5 plus 3 root 2 is a rational number, by taking 5 plus 3 root 2 is a rational number, in the last step we get root 2 is rational, but root 2 is rational is not correct, because root 2 is irrational, it is given. It means what? Our assumption is wrong. So root 2 is rational, which contradict the fact that root 2 is irrational, hence our assumption is wrong. Hence our assumption is wrong. So if our assumption is wrong, so what is our assumption? 5 plus 3 root 2 is a rational number. This is our assumption, but this assumption is wrong. It means therefore 5 plus 3 root 2 is irrational number. So this is the second question in front of you. Find the value of p if one root of the equation px square minus 14x plus 8 equals to 0 is 6 times the other. So what is the key point? One root of the equation is 6 times the other. So let alpha be the one root of the equation. If alpha is the one root, therefore the another root is, therefore the another root is 6 alpha, because it is given one root of the equation is 6 times the other. If one root is alpha, then the under root should be 6 alpha. Now sum of the roots alpha plus 6 alpha. Sum of the two roots we know minus b by a. So what is the value of b? B is minus 14, so minus 14. And what is the value of a? A is p. So 7 alpha is equals to 14 by p. So from here alpha is equals to 14 by p into 7. So you can cancel 14 and 7, it becomes 2 by p. So alpha equals to 2 by p. Now product of the roots, alpha into 6 alpha. So product of the roots we know c by a. So what is the value of c? 8. And a means p, 8 by p. So alpha into 6 alpha, 6 alpha square is equals to 8 by p. So we know the value of alpha. Alpha is 2 by p. So 6 into 2 by p whole square is equals to 8 by p. So from here 6 into 2 by p whole square, it means 4 by p square is equals to 8 by p. So from here cross multiply 6 into 4 24 p, and it's 8p square. 6 into 4 24, cross multiply 24 into p and 8 into p square. So in the next step 24p minus 8p square equal to 0. So from here take common 8. You can take common 8p. It's 3 minus p equals to 0. So from here 3 minus p equal to 0 implies p equals to 3. So what is the value of p? P is equals to 3. So what is the key point you should remember? One root of the equation is 6 times the other. That means if one root is alpha, then what should be the another root is 6 alpha. After that, we should find out the sum of the roots. Sum of the two roots is minus b by a. So if 7 alpha is 14 by p, from here alpha equals to 2 by p. Then next, product of the two roots. Product of the two roots alpha into 6 alpha is equals to c by a is equals to 8 by p. So from here 6 alpha square equals to 8 by p. So since alpha is equals to 2 by p, so you can put the value of alpha. So 6 into 2 by p whole square equals to 8 by p. So 6 into 4 by p square equals to 8 by p. After that cross multiply 6 into 4 24 p equals to 8p square. So from here 24p minus 8p square equals to 0. You can take common 8p. After taking 8p common, 3 minus p equals to 0. So from here 3 minus p equals to 0 implies p equals to 3. And this question was asked in 2017 CBSE board. And this question I have taken from the exercise polynomial. So once again, thank you for watching the video. If you like the video, kindly share the video among your friends, and don't forget to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for notification of the upcoming videos. Thank you.